How are you guys doing? Are you guys alive this morning? Okay, I want to see. JK Ghana, are you here? JK Ghana, are you here? I go by the name of Maseko. Can you guys listen, please? Just for a few minutes. I'm an entrepreneur, I'm an author, and I'm a speaker. That's why I'm speaking to you right now in the morning. I published a book. The book is called The Prison Break. The Prison Break Turning Point. I was at UJFM yesterday. I had the clip that you just heard. It's when I was at UJFM. I was speaking about my book. You were listening to the radio yesterday, but you guys were here at school, so you didn't hear that tip, the whole tip. But I have a challenge for you today. I just want to challenge you guys. I want to tell you guys to go out there and make your dreams come true. And I want to change the way you think. I want you guys to think differently. I want you guys to think in a way that most people don't think. Because if you want to outstand, if you want to be the only person or one of the few people in the world that make extraordinary things, you have to think differently. If I can tell you this, if I can put a Lamborghini here and put a Polo, you guys know both cars, right? Yes. Yeah. If I put a Lamborghini and put a Polo, which one am I going to choose? I'm not Why? Because it's dead and then again. Yeah. But listen to me. If I put a club, it is a Mao Grupa, and if I textbook, it is a Mao Bala or Kuala, what are you going to choose? Okay? An honest answer to a lot of you. I know you guys are going to choose Okuruba. And you cannot get the Lamborghini if you choose Okuruba. You have to study. You have to study so that you can get the Lamborghini. You need to work hard. You need to push so that you can make your dreams come true. You're tired. What did you gain? But if you study, you're going to go write your exam next week. You're going to kill it. So if we are Gruba, you know that you are Gruba, you must just take a pause, take a break now, and just make sure that your friends are your books. Your friends are your books. Let me tell you a story. There's a story of a young man who saw this other old man. The old man was so successful. He was driving his Lamborghinis, staying in a beautiful big house. And the young man was tired of being poor. He said to the old man, I want to be successful. I want to be just like you. You know what the old man said? He said, tomorrow, let's go to a beach. Come join me at the beach tomorrow. Then the following day, young man, because he wanted to be successful, he did that thing. He followed the old man. They went to a beach the following day. What happened? They went inside the beach. And the old man held the young man. He held him down. And he tried to breathe. He tried to go out, but he didn't let him go. He just pulled him down. And then at the end, he let him out. And what he said to the boy is that, what I was holding you inside the water was the most thing that you wanted. And the young man said, I wanted to breathe. I wanted air. And he said, the lesson here is that if you want to be successful, you need to want to be successful the same way that you want to breathe when you're inside the water. So if you want to be successful, you got to want it very hard. You got to want it bad. If you want to pass the tests, the exams, you need to study hard. You need to study. I'm going to tell you another story. The story of an old man who stayed by a farm. You know what happened? Every day people will wake up in the morning, go out there and go work. Catch taxis, catch hot trains, whatever, go to work. He will wake up and be in his yard, in his farm. And one guy asked him, he's like, everyone is waking up and going to work. When are you always around here? Why? You know what he said? He said, I don't have to wake up and go out there and work. I'm surrounded by work. So what I'm trying to tell you is that opportunities are just around here. You don't have to go out there. You don't have to go far and look for opportunities. So that's what I'm telling you now. But I want to push you. I want to tell you that in this life you need to be willing to work. Wait, go groove. Wait, go chiller. No, you don't deserve to chiller. Especially this time that you guys are writing. You don't deserve to chiller. You don't deserve to groove. If you told me or whoever tells you about your groove, I'm not here I'm not here to be your body. I'm here to motivate you. I'm here to tell you the truth. Nothing else but the truth. I couldn't say, that's one thing for sure. I'm here, I'm going to tell you. Listen, I wrote a book, it's called The Prison Break, Turning Point. What happened? It's a prison break. Not the series that you watch on TV, it's a break because I went to prison. I was in prison. I was in Durban, in a prison called Westview. I was there from 22nd of May till the 29th of June. I was in prison, not a holding cell. And imagine life in prison. Do you know how prison is? How many of you have been to prison? Not a holding cell. Prison, prison, prison. Life in prison is so hard that... Okay, I can see a couple of guys saying there. I'm not sure how true is that, but yeah. Okay, life in prison is so hard. You wake up in the morning, you eat soft porridge without sugar. Without sugar. You drink tea without sugar. And there's lies in prison. Like they eat you. There's stuff that eats you at night. They make eggs inside your clothes. And every day it means you have to wash, you have to bath. And when I was there, during that time, May, June, it was winter. And we had to shower with cold water. Imagine every day, 4 a.m. in the morning, you wake up, you shower with cold water. But when I was there, I feel like it was a blessing because you need to go through the hard times in order for you to be humble, in order for you to appreciate each and every day that you have when you're out here in the world. I decided, no, I'm going to go out there in the world and live my purpose. I'm going to go speak to the learners at schools. I'm going to tell them not to go through the same experiences that I've been through. That's what I'm doing now. And it's something I decided when I was there. And I'm glad that God helped me because I'm living today and I'm living a dream. It's a purposeful life. And you want to live a life of a dream. You don't want to be going out there and be stealing on the streets because you didn't pass your matric. And even if you don't pass your matric, I'm not saying don't put your best shot. I'm saying study hard, but even if you don't study, even if you don't pass your matric, it doesn't mean that you're nothing. You can still go out there and be a billionaire and be richer than the people who pass their matric. So, the same thing, does this say that if I can put a monkey, put a fish here, and put an elephant, and then kill it, but somebody won't have an elephant, a monkey, and a fish, then I want to judge them by climbing a tree. Who's going to climb the tree between the three? The monkey, of course. But I believe that it's all different, so we can't judge everyone by climbing a tree. Because a fish can swim well when it's in the water, and one can do anything to it. And an elephant, it's so big, it's a beast. When it's in the jungle, it's the best. It is the boss. So I'm saying even if you fail, even if you don't do well, not fail, but don't do well. I don't like failure, I don't use that term. Failure doesn't exist. You only learn in life. Yeah, exactly. So if you don't do well, do not be discouraged. There is a reason for you to not to do well in order for you to make it somewhere else. So that someone else who's going to fail matric and not do well, they will learn from you that no, I also didn't pass, that guy didn't pass, but he managed to do something. He became number one of the richest people in the country. So that's one thing I want to push this morning. I want to tell you guys to go out there and study. One thing I can tell you guys is to study. That's the thing. You guys are students. I can't tell you to go out there and work hard or do whatever. But I can tell you to study. That's one thing I'm going to push. Because your academics are the most important thing. Your academics are the most important thing. Can you guys say, our academics are the most important thing? Our academics are the most important thing. Who's going to be studying this weekend? Me. Okay. I'm not satisfied with the answer. I told you I'm not here to be your body. I'm here to motivate you. Who's going to study this weekend? Me. The guys in the back. The guys inside and at the back. Who's going to study this weekend? Me. Okay. No, listen. Okay. Now, listen. Now, one thing I want to share is, one thing I want to share. I want to tell you that, I told you that I want you to think differently. Listen. You know why? There's few people that always engage into things. When they say there's something, they always engage. That's why in the world, 10% of the people control 90% of the money that's in the world. That's a fact. Why? Because most people don't want to be engaged. That's why I'm saying, who's going to study? Only a few people says me. And a lot of you guys not saying me. But at the end of the day, you want to be successful. You want that money. You want to be one of those guys that stand out in the world. How are you going to get that if you don't participate? If you don't work, how are you going to get that? It sounds great. You know what? Another thing that I'm going to share with you is that it's that if you are around your friends, you've you've got your friends next to you now. It's kind of cool for you to say something that's funny, something that's going to mock the other person. But trust me, let me tell you one thing. When you're out there, when you fail alone, you don't fail with your friends. You fail alone, you don't fail with your friends. So what I'm telling you now is that get involved, participate, study. Go out there and make your dreams come true. Do not listen to anyone. If you have dreams, the same friends that you're trying to please right now, if I can tell you that, okay, let's say there was no touch screen phone, then I tell you, my friend was cool, I'm like, I'm going to design the first touch screen phone. You will look at me and say I'm crazy. If I were to tell you that I'm going to write a book, of course, a lot of people thought I was crazy when I said I was going to write a book. Because it's just not realistic. They'll think you're crazy, but there's one thing. I want to tell you that if you have a dream and you tell it to your friends, they're going to think that you're crazy. But you don't have to give up. You don't have to listen to your friends. It's all about you. You need to go out there. I proved a lot of people wrong because I have my book out now. Next week, Wednesday, yesterday I was at UJFM. Next week Wednesday I'm at Inkwezi FM. I'm talking about the book again. But I want to tell you that you can go out there. You can make your dreams come true. Another thing that I've noticed with Cassie Boy, you guys want to be DJs. A lot of you want to be DJs. Why? Is it cool? Does it get you the girls? Is it because of that? Yeah. How many DJs are in the world? There's a lot of DJs. Why don't you be unique? If you want to be one of the few people that stand out in the world, why don't you want to be unique? Why do you want to be a DJ? Why? Because of the girls? That's for a wrong reason. You need to do something. Why don't you think about writing a book? How many guys write books? Writing a book, why? Because it's a process. It takes time. It takes time for you to write a book. You have to think. That's why you want the easy way out. It doesn't work like that in this world. You need to be willing to work. It's like you want to pass, but you don't want to study. Is that possible? No. You need to study if you want to pass. You need to study. I think I've said it now. You know what? The sun is hot, so I don't want to bore you. But one thing, the last thing that I want to tell you, I told the matric during their matric dance, I want to tell you that this world, you should not listen to anyone. Do not listen to your friends. Do not listen to anyone. If you have a dream, if you want to pass, you should study. If they go through by this, do not listen to them. Because the world is mean. I want to tell you that the world is mean. It's a monster. This world that you're living in, it wants you dead. It wants you down on the ground. It doesn't want to see you succeed. Even your friends, other friends don't want to see you succeed. Because the world is a monster. People are jealous. People are planning things over your life. They don't want to see you succeed. So they will crush you. They will crush you. They'll crush you. They'll put you down. They'll knock you. The world is going to knock you. It's going to knock you. You're going to make sure that you guys don't pass your exams. You guys study, but you don't pass. It's going to try to pursue you to go groove instead of studying. It's going to crush you. That's the world that we're living in. The world that we're living in is going to crush you. It's going to make you think that as I'm preaching to you, as I'm talking to you, I'm crazy. That's the world that we're living in, but I'm not living at the same time. So, another thing that I want to tell you is that it doesn't matter how many times the world crushes you, how many times you fall on the floor, how many times you stay on the ground. What matters the most is that how many times you're going to get up, go out there and make your dreams come true. What matters is how many hours are you going to spend on your books and study so that you can pass that exam. You have listened. If you're smart enough, you will listen, take the advice, and start studying. But if you don't take the advice, if you don't do that, you will see the consequences. You will remember this day. Thank you. I'd like to thank the teachers and everyone that gave me this opportunity.